I invite Mr. Imtiaz Alam, Secretary General of South Asian Free Media Association, to share his views.
I really appreciate your patience and stubbornness and persistence to read out such a long resolution. I was reading a resolution of South Asian Parliamentary Conference during General Musharraf's time. So that was 8-page long resolution. The parliamentarians of all parties from all 8 countries of parliament had passed at Bhurbin. After I had read 3 pages, so I received a slip from my dear friend Mushahid Hussain, please cut short. So I responded back that I never took the lead or guidance from those who support dictators. And Mr. General Musharraf, you can't stop me from reading this declaration, remember all. So I thank you all listening to the declaration. Excellency, the Honorable Prime Minister, we thank you that you are here in the odd crowd of the journalists who happen to be, by birth, supporters of democracy. We are seen being Mirasi of democracy. And generally in our villages, Mirasis are taken for granted. And since we are Mirasis of democracy, the Prime Minister and his government take the supporters of democracy as for granted. And whoever speaks against the Khan in the village, I know I come from Saraiki Belt and the Prime Minister too, who speaks bad of the Khan, he is pampered and he is given bribes and he is kept in good humor. And I know that my Prime Minister is going to the Mansoura of Pakistani journalism all and all again, giving 10 crores at one time, 5 crores, and I appreciate his generosity to the person from the neighborhood. We were last night with the President. He said, yeah, these are our people, because they can't speak against democracy. That is fear of our article. What else we do? Because, I tell you one thing, I repeat what Benazir did in her last address. That wakes me up in the nights. When she raised that the national anthem we heard and we stood in respect for, that she said that this flag will be raised on Sabbath. She took the banner of fight against terrorism. She took an ideological offensive against extremist and sectarian forces. That is the real struggle which Benazir left behind. And PPP as a party of Benazir Bhutto has inherited. That what kind of, the sense of the whole discussion today, what kind of Pakistan we want? Pakistan cannot be a paradise and safe haven for journalists. Journalists are not that much angels or that much God-sent creatures that the angels will come and defend them. They will be working in the environment as the artists work, as the teachers work, as the doctors work who can't be allowed vaccination in the tribal areas or in the areas controlled by the terrorists. So this is an overall environment. You cannot departmentalize it. I was reading the article of my friend Ayaz Amir of 2 days back. He was crying for what kind of Pakistan we want, what kind of country we want. That is the real issue. That also haunts the media, and media is also reflecting on that. And that is why what I see is that this wave of intolerance, intimidation, and extremism, and Prime Minister has been going to these areas and taking a very firm stand and very courageous stand, I will say. But that is coming up. I was being told by Maulana Ashrafi Saab that the net is being dominated by Al-Qaeda, by the jihadis. And our students from the top universities are accessing those. Even from lungs, they are accessing. This is not just issue of the madrasas. What kind of people, what kind of generation we want? Do we want a generation of jihadis with guns in their hands and killing people the way they think that they are not following their path, as happened in Salman Taseer case? What kind of system we want? Do we want to give lessons to people that if they find that some people are not following their creed or their values, they can be killed on the streets and they can get away with that? This is happening. And I'm sorry to say, sir, forgive me for this, People's Party is on defensive and on its knees in front of these challenging bigots and extremists. We want to recall Benazir's call that yes, We have to fight on every inch of the values of Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad al-Jinnah and Allama Iqbal, who spoke of spiritual democracy. He was never for a bigoted, reactionary, medieval Taliban kind of kingdom in Pakistan. We know that we are Pakistani constitution being challenged. Pakistani system is being challenged. You cannot now openly discuss and debate because you get messages, you get blackmailing, you get telephone calls, you get hate mails, you are blasted on the net, and you are apostatized on the net and in the publications. The terrorist organizations have been banned. They are roaming around with other names, with different names. They are collecting funds. So what kind of Pakistan? That is the real issue. If we speak journalists that we should be given freedom of expression, do the artists have freedom of expression? That black era of Ziaul-Haq, who banned all kinds of performing arts and threw out humanities out of colleges and universities. Now what's happening then? Engineers, doctors, professors, teachers, higher people from higher academics are going to the extremist camp. So, sir, that is the real question. That is the real existential question before Pakistan. Now, what's happening then? Engineers, doctors, professors, teachers, higher people from higher academics are going to the extremist camp. So, sir, that is the real question. That is the real existential question before Pakistan. This is not the issue of violent terrorism alone. This is the issue of spiritual, cultural, ideological attack on the ethos Pakistan was made for. So, sir, we will not be stressing much on our trade union demands or particular demands. Yes, journalists are being killed. Yes, journalists are not free to report from the conflict regions. Yes, your government had agreed to bring in a right to know or access to information law. It is still, I don't know where Taimur Saab will be placing this, where that draft is lost. I know that Shari Rahman has brought that law before the parliament, and we had discussed with the president, and we are thankful to the president, Mr. Prime Minister, that People's Party will be supporting access to information law. So we want these things. We want also the journalists be given insurance coverage. And we also request you, sir, that the insurance coverage may be provided to the journalists who cover conflict or who are killed in the line of duty. We also want that the armed forces, the armed forces must defend Pakistan's geographical frontiers and stand up against the terrorists and extremists. The whole nation must support the armed forces of Pakistan in their fight, as APC had done, all parties conference, given and endorsed and backed the efforts of Pakistan armed forces to fight extremism and terrorism. That's wonderful. But at the same time, we want that they should, if they want to embed journalists, there should be clear rules, transparent rules to embed journalists. Journalists are embedded all over the world during war or in conflict. But what are the rules? What is the TOR? You don't have the right to kill a journalist or beat up a journalist if he doesn't follow your line. So I'm not saying that they are doing it, but I'm saying that there should be clear rules. So these are some of the issues which needs your government's attention. We are for democracy. We will oppose every effort to derail democracy. We will oppose every effort to derail Pakistan. We will oppose every effort to Talibanize Pakistan or to make Pakistan the Pakistan of Mullah Omar. We will not let it happen. Yes, we may die in the course, but we will stand up to this. Benazir Bhutto stood for this. We stand for this. Every Democrat will stand for this. And I know that People's Party, which is built in the spirit of democracy and liberal and progressive idealisms, People's Party will stand up and join with the forces of democracy and enlightenment and progress. And I know, Mr. Prime Minister, that you come from a Sufi family, and you uphold that kind of Islam which is very humanitarian, which is forgiving, which is tolerant, which is accommodating. And that is what we know about Islam. And Islam was brought in the subcontinent by your forefathers and my forefathers. But not Islam of this kind, which is slaughtering people, innocent people, attacking schools, attacking hospitals, attacking even GHQ. So what I'm saying is that media's freedom and freedom of expression is not separated from society and overall genesis of the society. So, sir, we are ready to offer you our full support without any dividend, without any tamaka or any kind of star. We are for those values, and I think that we and you are together in this fight for a egalitarian, progressive, and democratic society. Thank you very much.